I hope everyone's doing well. I'm making another video doing some short reading stories and some questions with you guys. This week, our topic is going to be all about camping, sometimes seeing some forest friends, some animals when we're camping, but we're primarily going to stick to camping, things we might do when we go camping. And one thing we're going to read about today, and it's really just the short text, is about building a campfire. So I don't know if any of you guys have ever gone camping before, but when you go camping, usually you will build a fire, and people will build a fire with an adult, of course, because playing with fire is something that we shouldn't do, and we need to be safe when we're doing it. But typically when people build a campfire, it's one for warmth, two for you to cook food over, like s'mores, or heating up hot dogs or hamburgers or soup, whatever you want to eat. You can make a lot of stuff when you go camping over a fire now. And sometimes just to sit around and tell stories or talk or play music. So a huge staple that people do when they go camping is building a campfire. So we're going to just read a short text, and there's going to be 3 questions that you can answer at the end of the text, and I will post these in our Google Classroom. So let's get started. Building a campfire. I'm going to try to zoom in just a little bit if I can. Let's see. Building a campfire. Always make sure you are building a campfire with an adult, because remember, we want to be safe. First, search for kindling, which is small, dry sticks. You may also collect tinder. Tinder includes small twigs, dry leaves, and pine needles. All right, those things, kindling and tinder, those things will help get your fire started. Now, if you want a campfire that lasts long into the night, you will need to find firewood, which are larger pieces of wood. Next, arrange the kindling, tinder, and firewood in a safe area where campfires are allowed. The next step, the lighting of the campfire, should only be done by an adult, okay? Sometimes someone will bring matches or a lighter or sometimes even flint, but if you're building a campfire, please let an adult light the campfire. Now, after enjoying your campfire, make sure to fully put it out by pouring lots of water on it. So it's really important if you go camping, or even if you're in your backyard and you have a fire pit or you're building a fire, it's important to have an adult around you. You're not supposed to be fooling around when you're near the fire, and make sure you put it out, because we don't want anything else to catch on fire. We know fire is something that we have to be very, very careful with. We know we don't use fire in school, but we do know, like when we're using the oven or the stove, we need to be very, very safe. The same goes for a fire. You have to be safe. So I'm going to read the story with you guys one more time, and then I'll just go over the questions with you guys. And you guys can do the questions with an adult at home or sibling. So building a campfire. Always make sure you are building a campfire with an adult. First, search for kindling, which are the small, dry sticks. You may also collect tinder. Tinder includes small twigs, dry leaves, and pine needles. So again, small twigs, dry leaves, and pine needles are types of tinder, and that's what helps get the fire started. If you want a campfire that lasts long into the night, you will need to find firewood, which are larger pieces of wood. Next, arrange the kindling, the tinder, and the firewood in a safe area where campfires are allowed. The next step, the lighting of the campfire should only be done by an adult. After enjoying your campfire, make sure to fully put it out by pouring lots of water. By pouring lots of water on it, I think they meant. So again, guys, when you're done using your fire, whether you are using it for cooking, for just warmth, to just hang out around, make sure you put it out. Typically, people will use water to put out a fire. So we're going to just do these questions. You do not need to answer in complete sentences. You do not have to go back in the text and underline the text, so don't worry about that. I just want you guys to do the questions here. So question 1 says, what is tinder? We talked about how tinder helps light the fire. Would we say A, soda could be considered tinder? B, small twigs is considered tinder? Or C, candy is considered tinder? And when you're doing this, you'll be able to type your answer into the worksheet. And you can just put A, B, or C. Why should you build a campfire with an adult? Is it A, to be safe, or B, to make them do all the work? And then the last question is just pretty much an opinion, just your experience type of question. Have you ever made a campfire? Or have you ever made a fire in your backyard, maybe, where you guys sit around like a little fire pit? So again, this is just a short and simple reading activity. I'm going to do a couple more this week. I will have your worksheets all posted in the Google Classroom. Feel free to also check out our Bitmoji Classroom. We have lots of links to stories, videos, activities that have a lot to do with camping. Check out our regular classroom because that has a lot of links to different reading activities and websites. Check out our cooking classroom as well. I hope you guys are having a great week, and I hope to see you soon. Bye! Hi guys, so my bad, I forgot to mention that some of the guys made a little video showing you how to make a fire safely in the backyard. They're just going to be using some wood, some logs, some twigs, some leaves to start the fire, but it's just a quick little video in the backyard showing how to make a fire, so I hope you enjoy.
Some twigs and dry branches for kindling. Raymond got his fire starter, and he's trying to set up the branches, all it up underneath each other, and trying to light it up. And it's getting started. You see the smoke, and it's really trying hard to start the fire. There you go.